Hey guys, welcome back to another PBR battle, and in this one I am unveiling a team that I have used before in a battle against insane gamers, but it was literally the worst battle I've ever had. I literally got off no attacks. So yeah, that wasn't exactly a very good debut for this team, but this one is. So anyway, remember what I said about updating my Poli Toad pass? Well, this is that updated pass. It's not so much I updated the movesets or the strategies of Politoads, it's just that I've taken the whole evolutionary line of Poliwag and just incorporated all four of them into a team. And it's pretty deadly. But anyway, I start off with Poliwag and one of my Poliwraths, and they start off with a Gardevoir and a Tangrowth, and then I get lucky and trace. Oh wait, no, they don't get lucky, because all these guys have water absorb, just letting you know that right now. So anyway, right here, I was kind of confused as to what I should do, because I knew that Gardevoir can pack Psychic and Thunderbolt. I knew that most of them do, mine does. So, I needed to at least put the Gardevoir out of commission for just a little bit, and just in case he got through confusion hacks, because I'm going to swagger him, I needed to endure with Poliwrath. Now, I also expected Tangrowth to go for Energy Ball, so I just didn't know who was going to go for who. But first things first, I really needed to get that Gardevoir out of the way, because since it had Water Absorb, the main strategy with these particular two couldn't really go off. So anyway, I swagger Gardevoir, he gets hit with Confusion Hacks, and then Tangrowth goes for Solar Beam for some reason. I don't really know why he went for Solar Beam, but he does. So anyway, I go for a swagger on Tangrowth now, and then, since Gardevoir had Water Absorb, I couldn't go for Surf on him, or anything like that, so I just go for an Ice Beam on Gardevoir. I know that you would probably expect me to go for Tangrowth, but I have a strategy with this Poliwag that will make him pretty much just useless. The Tangrowth, I mean. So I go for Swagger on Tangrowth, just trying to stop that Solar Beam. I probably shouldn't have done that. I should have just let him attack, but I didn't know who he was going to be going for. So yeah. Anyway, Ice Beam goes off, does very little to Gardevoir, because Gardevoirs are special walls along with Gallade. He breaks through Confusion. He drops the Confusion status after just one turn, goes for Psychic, and knocks out Poliwrath. I was kind of disappointed that he couldn't take the Psychic. I really thought that he would be able to, but I guess he can't. So anyway, after this, Tangrowth takes Confusion damage. Not very much, considering his massive physical defenses. So anyway, out comes my other Poliwrath. This is my physical attacking one. This pass is kind of similar to my Politoad pass. There's 3 physicals, and there's 2 special attackers in this, actually. There's one of my Poliwags, one of my Politoads, and this Poliwrath that just went down. And the rest of them are all physical. This is my physical Poliwrath. And he's got a weird set for Poliwrath. All he has, in terms of stab, is Brick Break. So anyway, I go for, I'm pretty sure, I didn't know what I wanted to do right here. I was selecting a bunch of moves with Poliwag just because I didn't know what I really wanted to do. But right here, I go on ahead and throw out an Icy Wind. Now this Icy Wind probably saved me because of what this Tangrowth does in this next turn. Because if I wasn't able to counter this with the Icy Wind, then I don't think I would have won this, just because it was pretty smart of him to do this. So anyway, I go for Protect Poliwrath, trying to call a Psychic or a Thunderbolt from Gardevoir. Poliwag goes for an Icy Wind, and does very little to both of them, but that's not really what I'm going for. So I get the double speed drop, which is awesome because that's what I need. So drop both of their speed. Tangrowth is probably down to 40 or something if it's a max. And then Gardevoir goes for Thunderbolt and hits Poliwag down to his Focus Sash. And then Tangrowth snaps out of Confusion and goes for Sunny Day. Now it's really, really good that he didn't go for any attacks and attack Poliwag, because that would have just screwed me over and I probably would have lost. So the sun is now shining, although it really doesn't matter. So I go for Endeavor with Poliwag, and then I go for a Rock Slide with Poliwrath. Or not, actually I go for Earthquake first, but then I was like, no, wait, I don't want to sacrifice my Poliwag just yet. So I go for a Rock Slide, I was really worried about Rock Slide missing one of them. Like, probably the Tangrowth, I was most worried about that. But, anyway, Poliwag goes for Endeavor, and thanks to it be down to a Focus Sash, it does massive damage to Tangrowth. And, Poliwrath goes to the Rock Slide, and hits them both, knocks out Tangrowth, and I get a lucky critical on Gardevoir, and I also take it out, which was awesome. That was a great turn. Way to even the playing field, or level the playing field, whatever. Anyway, so Gardevoir and Tangrowth both go down to the combined efforts of my tiny little adorable Poliwag and my big Poliwrath. Is it just me, or does Poliwrath's hands look like he's just getting ready to give you the bird? But anyway, out comes Altaria and Vaporeon. Kind of a strange choice. I really expected him to bring Scizor. I think he had one. But, he brings in Vaporeon and Altaria. And at this point, I was like, okay, yeah, I got this in the bag. So I go for Endeavor on Vaporeon. I was actually just a little bit worried a Quick Attack, but so many Vaporeon don't have that. I was lucky that I didn't find one that just happened to have it. So Endeavor goes off, brings Vaporeon down to 1 damage. Probably like the best hit you'll ever see on a Vaporeon without any attack boosts, especially coming from a Poliwag. And then Rock Slide hits, knocks out Vaporeon, and does about half to Altaria. So anyway, Vaporeon goes down, thankfully. Endeavor is a great move to have in doubles, especially if you can, like, hit both Pokemon and stuff. So anyway, Dragon Claw, Helping Hand Dragon Claw goes off. Doesn't do half. Well, actually, it probably did just a little bit under half. He heals a little bit from his Shell Bell. And at this point, the battle is pretty much over. I have an Endeavoring Poliwag and my Poliwrath out here, and all he has is an Altaria. That's slower than both of them. So, at this point, I just go for Endeavor, and since it's going to be at 1 HP, I don't want to chance missing with Rock Slide, so I just go for a Brick Break. And then, understandably, they give in. So that was a good battle. I think that's a great debut for this team. It really shows how deadly Poliwag can be. Alright, so anyway, I'll see you in the next fight.